Dragon Ball Super Episode 82 will feature the battle between Goku and the God of Destruction candidate Toppo. Earlier on, Goku defeated Bergamo and won the Zen exhibition match for Universe 7, but also grabbed the attention of all other universes in a not so positive way. His godly powers and attitude were not very well received, and that earned him a challenge from the hooded guy. In this video, I will break down the preview trailer of Dragon Ball Super Episode 82, and I hope you'll enjoy this as we're not gonna have any episode this week, so prediction games are all we're gonna have for now. This video might contain spoilers up to episode 85 that will just give you a basic idea as to what might happen in the upcoming episodes. Before starting the frame-by-frame breakdown, let's check out the episode title and preview summary. Dragon Ball Super Episode 82, I Won't Forgive Son Goku, the Warrior of Justice, Toppo's Intrusion, March 19. As Goku and Toppo battles, the Great Priest stops their fight and tells them to settle things at the Tournament of The Tournament of Power will be set up as a battle royale where 80 warriors from 8 different universes battle all at once and lose if they fall from the stage. Losing means having your universe destroyed, and the tournament begins in just 40 hours. It must be Toppo in place of Duran. That was probably a mistake. Anyway, we also got a separate preview summary of episode 82, and here are the interesting parts of it. Zeno this week, showing interest in Goku and Toppo's battle. Zeno has his interest piqued by Goku and Toppo's battle and accepts a proposal from Universe 11's gods to have a special match. Though Goku and Toppo show off close combat with neither side giving an inch, the Great Priest stops their battle, forcing them to settle things at the Tournament of Power. And so, the Tournament of Power, at which losing universes are wiped out, is just 40 hours away. Goku returns to Earth in order to select 10 warriors who will determine the fate of Universe 7. So, this preview summary reveals quite a lot, as we now know the main outcome of this Goku vs Toppo encounter. They will go toe to toe before getting interrupted and stopped by the Great Priest. Will it give us an idea as to how strong Toppo is? Certainly. However, we can't be so conclusive, as the battle will not end. Toppo might not use his full power, and Goku might be a bit drained off due to using Super Saiyan Blue and Kaioken just a moment ago against Bergamo, so it's not a fair match for Goku either. I've wondered though why the match was stopped. Zeno was looking excited. Maybe they were going too hardcore, and since it's not a scheduled match for Zen exhibition, also since the tournament is going to start in less than 2 days worth of time, they wanted to finish this and let the universe take their time to prepare. Guys, I just want to clear some confusion regarding Goku and how he's being perceived to be evil, and that might not be entirely preview related, so I hope you guys won't mind. Even though these things have been explained in pretty simple words, and we don't see any reason why any fan who pays attention to this episode would not understand. Whatever the case, the confusion seems to exist, and I just want to make sure that we have the right concept as to what's happening. At the beginning of this arc, Goku really seemed to be responsible to a great extent for the destruction that is coming for the universes. But through some recent reveals, we know Goku didn't do anything that wrong. People are saying it's only based off Goku's desire to fight. Some of the universes are going to get destroyed, but the thing that you need to understand is, like the Great Priest said, Zeno was going to destroy weaker universes anyway. Even if there were no tournament ever, Zeno would go on to destroy the weaker universes that have a low mortal level anyway. People seem to forget, there were originally 18 universes, and Zeno destroyed 6 for reasons unknown. Maybe because it was for this exact reason. The only impact Goku had in this equation is Goku reminded Zeno of a tournament that Zeno himself wanted to arrange, and would probably arrange sooner or later even if Goku didn't remind him. Thanks to Goku, that now the universes that would get destroyed just like that, without any warning, now can fight for their survival. Also, it's not crazy from Zeno's half either. These universes aren't getting destroyed for losing a tournament only, they qualified for it. They gathered it by having a low mortal level. About the Goku vs Bergamo match, No, Goku could not throw the match away because the Great Priest clearly warned about it and would destroy every universe instantly if it did that. Also, the priest is smart enough to detect if Goku is using full power or not. That is also probably the reason Goku used Kaioken Kamehameha, because he wants to keep Zeno satisfied. Only Goku can get others out of this mess by keeping Zeno satisfied. I have a feeling that by the end, Zeno will be so satisfied with Universe 7's fighter that he will himself uplift the role. Let's see. Let's get back to the actual episode 82 preview. Sorry that you had to sit through this rant-like segment. Goku will probably go Super Saiyan right ahead in the beginning, realizing Toppo is not an opponent to play around with. And here we have Toppo. We can see veins in his head. Looks like he always has head veins, not only when he attacks or something like that. Total badass. Now, this is a rather interesting looking attack. He is concentrating all power in one hand, grabbing it with the other. So, he is going to finger Goku. Okay, use a finger technique on Goku, an attack basically. Shooting ki blast from all of his fingers, that must be trickier than striking with a single beam, as it would be harder to dodge. The Omni King is doing random shits like always. Another interesting thing, Toppo has this red aura that looks really unique, kind of shiny, a slight similarity with Goku's first god aura. Now, as you all know, Toppo is a god of destruction, and he's also the only warrior there who wasn't supposed to be there. He is standing with gods, and we see Universe 11 god Vormod and the Kaioshin has respect for him, as we see them asking for his opinion on Goku. So generally we know that he hanged around with gods just like Goku and Vegeta, so it would be totally illogical to assume that he also might have hold of the God Key. Maybe the concept is a bit different, but the same idea, if you know what I mean. He should technically have it to make sense. Again, don't get confused. I am not implying the red aura we see in the preview is God aura. Just a question to know your thoughts. Do you think it's possible that Toppo also trained under gods, God Key or something of a similar level? This scene looks intense. Toppo squeezing Goku. You know the type of move big guys use, similar to Mark Henry's finisher in WWE. And this guy actually has Henry's physical structure too. In this shot, Goku is actually in his base form, so either he was squeezed down from Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. I think it was Super Saiyan, because from the preview, it looks like Goku went super right at the beginning. Also, they are supposed to go toe to toe, so I don't see Toppo finishing SSB like that. This scene shows a small ki blast collision, and finally over here in the shot, Goku is turning Super Saiyan Blue. This must be just before the fight is over. The preview summary makes it look like Toppo is getting scared just by the transformation. We don't know why exactly, gather to confuse us. I guess this shot is from when the Great Priest will stop the fight. Maybe stopping a ki blast or ki struggle or suddenly deflecting an attack. Anyways, the thing is, the only takeaway from this would be that we would know Toppo is a strong dude. Since the fight won't end, we can't reach conclusion. However, do you think Toppo would be the strongest from Universe 11? Well, technically he should be. But I have a feeling that a surprise might be waiting. We might find that someone like Jiren is stronger than Toppo. Jiren is that jackal looking pride trooper that was seen fighting Goku in the opening. So after this, we will only have 40 hours before the start of the tournament, which is a bit disappointing because our fighters would get only a little time to train or prepare them for the competition. The time chamber might help some of them in this case. We have spoilers up to episode 80. We don't have anything else to do since there's no new episode for this week, so I'll just go through the episode titles and summary. Dragon Ball Super Episode 83. From the Universe 7 team, who are the strongest 10? March 26th. With the start of the Tournament of Power closing in, Bulma and Vegeta cradle a new life. A life Goku and others must protect. Can Goku gather the strongest member for this battle they must win? Dragon Ball Super Episode 84, Son Goku and the Talent Scout inviting Krillin and number 18, April 2nd. As the Tournament of Power, which they can't afford to lose, approaches, have had their second child. With now one more thing to protect, Goku puts even more effort into selecting members to compete. In the midst of this, Goku goes to Krillin and Android 18's home. Dragon Ball Super Episode 85. The universe gets into gear, each one's thoughts. April 9th. Goku visits the god Dende in order to learn the location of android number 17. Meanwhile, the Kaioshins of all the universes participating in the Tournament of Power gather in Universe 11. All translation courtesy Harms98. Well guys, that's about all for now. Do comment your theories and opinion down below. See you in the next Dragon Ball Super video.